I'd gotten my channel to the point where I had an insane amount of videos uploaded. I still averaged 2 a day. When I started, it was 2, 3, 4 a day. So my library in 9 months is over 400 videos that are
Hmm.
live. And so I'd been taking it really seriously and treating it like my job while I wasn't working. And then when I went back to work, it was like, oh, dude, I like I like doing YouTube a lot more. Um, and so we had found this kind of nice balance where, because my wife does content creation professionally, she's an Instagram influencer, blogger, if you will, um, having me more available to take her photos because the subject is always her and my daughter. That means I'm the photographer. Having me available for that, like, actually kind of increased our income a little bit. Obviously it falls in a different way, having it come all from her business and not from me with a steady paycheck. And there's ups and downs with what she does, and there's all that. But we just kind of figured out that, like, having me more available for her increases how much we can make with her business. And then that allows me all of the time when it's not like daylight hours, we can't be shooting content for her. So I can be filming videos. And then the days when we're not shooting, I'm shooting outdoors and doing my own content. So I'm kind of doing it full time. Like, I consider it like I've made the jump to YouTube because I'll always be helping with her business as well. I'm not going to stop being her photographer regardless of how big my channel gets. But yeah, I'm kind of doing those two things rather than clocking in somewhere or, working for another company, which is really nice. And then it was like, look, dude, if I'm going to take one of your knives, first of all, I think they look great already. Never handled one, but
Yeah.
like, I think they look cool. So that's a good start. But like, as long as you're okay with me being objectively honest through my whole process, then that's fine. And I think a lot of the reason why people in our community have like this stigma against people taking product for free and then reviewing it is because a number of people have been caught taking product for free, reviewing it, giving it glaringly positive remarks,
Yeah.
and then it comes out later that that product A isn't very good, and B, that they didn't
Dang.
say they got it for free or that they got paid to do it, even worse, right? So I think if you can be honest with people, like, hey, this company provided this for review, this is sponsored content,
Yeah.
but hey, they let me know and I made sure with them that I could be objectively honest about this. This review should hopefully be helpful for them as well, because the negative
Yeah.
things that I say, if they're approaching you as a content creator
Hmm.
or you as a reviewer, that's different than creating or than approaching you as like an influencer or whatever, right? Like,
Yeah.
what I do is I review things. So if
Hmm.
you're approaching me to review it,
Yeah.
then a review doesn't change based on me getting it for free or me paying for it or it being a loaner or anything like that. The review should be objective the whole way through. So I think it just takes a kind of an understanding, and I, I haven't gotten any pushback on it when I've
Y-
done a review of something and I've said from the get go, like, hey, this company provided this for review. I really appreciate that of them. And then I jump into the review and it's the same as it would be for a knife I bought myself.
So you're definitely a favorite knife person.
I'm
Um,
lucky that people think so.
Yeah, even though like I love those comments where you like fight with people, that is some of the funniest shit I've seen on Instagram stories, and I don't have the energy to do that. But when you do it, I'm like, yeah, get him, Jake.
See, the key is to do it without energy. If you come into it like emotionally charged, then
Yeah.
it's fun, then it's a fight. But before I started my channel, was
Mhm.
very cognizant and aware that comment sections can be crazy, especially if you're the content creator, right?
Mhm.
And so I knew I had to like fortify my mind before even creating my channel that I couldn't let that stuff get under my skin. And it doesn't. Like, people could say the most offensive things directly at me in my comments, and I laugh about it because I know who I am. They don't know. Like, I'm confident in what I'm doing. If they say I got a fact wrong about a knife, that's one thing. But if people
Yeah.
are just like hurling insults for no reason,
Yeah,
then
like you
I get
talk
a
too
kick out of it.
much. I want to look at the knife. Somebody called
Right.
me a communist this week. I'm like, what the fuck?
Ridiculous, right?
And he said, "You people, like he was talking about like blade length and how I like to carry 3 inch or below because I'm in
Jeez.
NYC." And he was like, "You shouldn't look at it like that. That's some communist thinking." I'm like, "What the fuck is going on? I live in New York City. They're gonna tackle me if I have a Leatherman." You know what
Right.
I mean?
Yeah,
So
I have to have fun with it where, like, I don't get on their level and hurl
Yeah.
insults, but I
Yeah.
like to point out to people by
Yeah.
commenting in a snarky way,
Yeah.
in a way that illustrates to them what an a-hole they're being. Because I think a lot of people, a ton of people, when I like respond in those ways, they'll delete their comment because they
Yeah.
realize when they see that I reacted that way
Yeah.
that they were being a douche. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, then they pull back, and they pretend it never happened, which is good because then maybe on your video or whoever else's video they go
Maybe
to
they won't
next,
call me a
they're not.
communist.
Yeah, like it's just got to stop somewhere.
Have you ever owned a chia pet?
Yes, I think
Which
it was
one?
a Bob Ross one.
That is fantastic. That's trashy little trees right there.
So good.
Put that
Yeah.
one in the trash pile too. Because some aristocrat like isn't buying a chia pet. You know what I mean? So that's one point. You keep bread in the freezer.
No,
No, you keep it out.
I just buy bread when I need it.
All right, all right. So this is a follow-up question to that. How do you store your bread? Do you twist tie it? Do you like do the knot, or do you just like fold it under like an animal?
So what I'll do is I'll grab the slack at the top, right?
Okay.
I'll twist the bag under it, and then I'll fold the twisted now top portion, and then I set it so that the weight of the bread holds that twisted portion under it. Because if it's twisted, less air can possibly circulate through it than if you
Okay.
just folded it over. But yeah, I don't like messing with like putting the twisty tie or the
Yeah.
little clippy thing back on it.
I
because
always
then
lose
like
them.
it tears the bag, or it's like it's just a bummer to deal with. So yeah, you just twist the whole bag,
Yeah.
flap it under.
That's the
Same one.
animal answer, though. So you're gonna get a point for the garbage file now.
All right.
People usually use the twist tie.
Yo, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so we can squad up in the comments.